Again, this game is pushing at 40 to 50 frames per second. I've gotten more than that, but because I've increased the Altic lensings a bit, I'm getting a much more, lower, better quality, but at a higher, higher quality of the video, but lower frame rate. Bear in mind, I'm doing this for multiplayer, not single player. Single player, of course, I'm getting a higher frame rates. And this has been kind of like a benchmark PC for game for me when I tried out this system. Gotcha. If I would have run fraps on this, I would have gotten 30 frames per second on this instead of the 50 to 70. So it peaked at 70 a bit, and then it falls around at around 40, but it hovers between 58 and 60. I know there's an idiot back here somewhere. Oh, there you are. Gotcha. Ah, backstabber. Last up is Call of Duty Black Ops. This is also a heavily intense game, best measured by its multiplayer. Search for server and see what I can find to really show off this game, this PC's potential. Hardcore Team Deathmatch. Beginning intro begins at 30 frames per second, but then it kicks up to around 40 to 50 frames, up to 60 frames a second. It stays at 60 and then it lowers down a bit when there's more characters on the screen. You'll see in a second.
We're taking the lead.
As you can see there, my camera dipped a bit. My frame rate dipped a bit. The system tries to keep you at 60 frames as best as possibly can. You've got to be kidding me. At least get me one kill. I will accept 2. Okay, those were the 4 games that I showed you, but I have a feeling I should show you one more, and this is one of my favorite games. StarCraft 2, Wings of Liberty. Let's see the gameplay frame rate on this game at the highest settings. Okay, for this demonstration of StarCraft 2, I decided to play a skirmish mode using Blistering Sands skirmish map to test out the frame rate of StarCraft 2.
Big job, huh? You scared me. In the rear with the gear.
Not enough minerals.
No shit. Now at the highest settings, I get 100 frames per second, obviously because of the minimal amount of characters on the screen. But with more characters, units on the screen at the same time, it may increase it even further.
We hear you.
After a few moments of playing, I have assembled a large force, as you can see here, and I went from 100 frames per second down to 60. It was 80 before, now it's 60, and now it's down to 50. But I think it's sufficient to say that it's still good at 50 to 60 frames. Right now it's asking me if I want to conceive surrender, and I say no, I'm just going to lay waste.
Vespine Geyser exhausted.
Yeah, don't worry, we're going to take on the whole group.
Yes, Commander.
Yamato, go.
Patching you through.
About to fire the Yamato cannon here. Now let's open up this bad boy and see what we're going to be working with. I should tell you the model number of this card, so that way you guys are, plan on picking this up. You know what you're getting. Now the model number is the 768-P3-1362-AR. Hopefully I got that right. I'll repeat that again. 768-P3-1362-AR. You can check out the specs on this video card at EVGA.com. So let's slide this guy out. We have the manual that came with the card, with this card. We'll read that later. The devices that came with it, the accessories. Now this comes with a mini HDMI to HDMI cable, so that way I can hook this up to an HDMI TV, like my 26-inch Samsung HD TV monitor. It comes with also a DVI to VGA adapter and DVI to HDMI adapter as well. And of course the card as well as with this. This comes with the actual drivers of the card. It comes with the cables itself and this nice little plastic baggy thingy. You got a nice little sticker type thing. And then finally, without further ado, the card itself. There's extra power cable adapters for your PC if it doesn't come with the necessary cables. Here are these guys. Oh, you know what? This doesn't come with the DVI to HDMI cable adapter here. Remove the protective seal, like so. I'm going to touch my power supply to ground myself, so that way I don't actually fry the board with any forms of static electricity. Now there are other reasons why I picked this card instead of other cards that I know this channel is going to start piling down below. Why didn't I get a GTX 470 or a 480? Or for that matter, why didn't I get two of these? Here are my explanations. For one, I was reading the history on those two cards, and even though those two cards are powerful in their own right, they have something that this card has: noise reduction. I've heard that those cards really are loud during heavy gaming, heavy processing of whatnot. So, considering that this machine is very loud to a certain degree when the GTX kicks in for a few minutes and then you're encoding video, this one has been rated very quiet at its current specifications. So I kind of like that it is a quiet card. The other reason why I didn't buy two of these cards is a mistake that I made personally when I purchased the Alienware. You see, I had the option to bind the Alienware with an 875 watt power supply. I didn't. I purchased it with the stock power supply of 545 watts. Stupid of me. I should not foresee this. Now, I've read posts and I've come across the fact that yes, I can replace this power supply. It is an expensive power supply to get a 700 and 800 watts, so, or even 1,000 for that matter. So I'm going to leave that alone for next year and get a 1,000 watt power supply, and then I'll get another one of these cards and put them in SIL mode. So now you guys know. Let's pop this guy open. Okay, let's make sure we take out everything according to plan. I remove this guy. Keep that off the side. Put him that here. Now there's a latch here that I gotta actually lift open, I guess over here. Let's see if I can do it with my hand. Sorry if I'm covering you guys' view. I don't want to scratch anything here. Okay, I think I got it. Alright, I think I don't. There she goes. Alright. This comes with a stabilization bar of some sort. I wonder if I can put this guy on this board. Hold on a second. Looking at this card, it doesn't have that those options for me to do that. However, to do a side-by-side comparison, this is the side of the GTX board, of the GTX 260. Here's the size of the GTX 460. As you can see, it's about maybe 10 to 15% smaller than its bigger brother. And it has a bigger fan than the GTX 260. So, let's put this guy off the side a bit. Clean it up a bit more of any type of dust. Wow, a lot of dust.